Hello, my name's Tristan. I made Trials of Trivia, and I'm about to tell you a little bit about how and why. I was tasked with creating an app that made use of an open source API, and I decided I'd like to use a trivia app. So, to summarize, I love trivia, and I feel like there's not a ton of options that are free that I can just pull up and play with friends. I thought it'd be really cool to make my own. So, what problem this would solve for the average user is they have a cool fantasy themed game and they're able to choose different categories. They can set a timer, they can change the difficulty, and get instant feedback on whether they were correct or incorrect to compete against friends or just against themselves. The flow of the app goes from home into the setup, into the quiz page, and then into the result page. I really liked the design of a fantasy theme, and so I tried to carry that through the entire app. The home page does you kind of go into the tavern. You're going to pick your poison, almost like ordering a drink, as if what questions are going to be sent to you, and I let you choose whether you want them easy, whether you want them harder, whether you want them really hard. And you can add a timer on there to change the difficulty up for you as well, so 10, 20, or 30 seconds. And then once you set up, it's going to take you into the quiz page will either have a timer, depending on whether or not you chose the option, and four multiple choice options in one question. You can change the amount of questions manually, anywhere from 1 to 35. And if you do more, you're going to have different answers based on your percentage at the end. Once you hit the results screen, you'll have a separate title, a separate message based on the quality of your score. So you can kind of see in the picture here, 20% didn't really give you the best comment back, but I just wanted to add a kind of goofy theme to the app. And then here's more about the setup page and kind of a zoomed in picture here. And like I said, you can change all of the settings. It's very customizable for different use cases, whether you're wanting to do a quick game and just kind of test yourself and keep your knowledge up, or whether you're wanting to play with friends and see who can get the better score. We're running it on all of the animations are through Framer. And this is my first time using Framer, so it was definitely a learning curve to learn how to implement those things. But what I was able to do was decode the API text of special characters displayed correctly, which was actually very difficult. And then I do have shuffling on all of the answers as well as the questions. So you're not going to be getting the same questions over and over. And the order of the questions will be different every single time that you come in. I also added some error handling in there as well, whether it's not getting a response back or a variety of reasons. But I have error handling in case anything crashes out on the app. And Framer Motion was the choice I went with. I considered Material UI, but Framer had a lot of the stuff that I was looking for, like how you can see here with the correct answers pulsing green and red for the wrong answers. The timer bar drains pretty smoothly. They had a very cool animation with that. And all the choices will stagger onto the screen as they come up, so they don't just pop into existence. They kind of fade in there, and as you tap or hover over each of the buttons, they have a little bit of animation to them too, which felt really nice. As well as the background, can't see it super well in the still image, but there are particle and glow effects on the portal, so it feels almost like it's alive. The scroll also unrolls on the home and result page. So on the home page, whenever you open it up, it kind of looks like you're opening a magical scroll, which I thought fit really well with the theme. The result page was the final page, and I really decided to make it a lot larger here. I wanted the percentage to just be really big and bold so that when you're showing it off, it looks nice. Added some more framer effects there, as well as some basic CSS styling to just really make that percentage pop. The choices vary between 10% percentages. So right here I have 2 out of 10. You can see you fought bravely, mostly against the questions wording. 20% really isn't that great. But if you get 80 or 100%, it's going to have still goofy, but a lot more positive of a message. I also thought that the Parchment's background improved the readability, and the portal kind of added to the fantasy atmosphere. So both of those things, I used ChatGPT's AI generation software and created two images based on kind of the theme I had in my head. It did a really good job of creating them for me, and so I implemented those and kind of messed around with the sizing. This is the first time I've deployed an app, so overall it was really cool to gain some experience. I went with Netlify for their free deployment and hosting, which is really cool. So now I'm able to send the link to people that I know and kind of show it off to my friends or just try it out whenever I want. But you can kind of see down here in my technical wins, we have routing, API fetching, state management, timer logic, conditional rendering, framer, and custom CP or CSS. So overall, it was a fantastic experience. I really did learn a lot through this, and I think it's something that I will enjoy using in the future, as I hope you do too. Thank you.